Hi, ladies. Welcome. We'll be starting shortly, probably in about 9 or 10 minutes. Keyshawn, I have not seen you in forever. Oh my gosh, we are getting so many people that we used to have. Thank you so much for finding me and joining us. So, Mom Otto, oh, Rodney Slade's here too. Welcome, welcome everyone. So, Keyshawn has been with us for a long time. Kathy has been with us. Morag. Rodney has just recently joined us. He's coming to support me over on from TikTok. So, welcome, Rodney. Thank you again for showing some love and coming and supporting me. So, you guys talk about amongst yourself. I am going to center my energy and get ready for us to do some energy readings. Baby Angel, hi. Rebecca, I'm so glad you found me. I'm so glad that you're awake when I'm online. Hey, could you guys give me hearts so that those people that are looking for us can find us? We've got about 4 more minutes and then I'll start. So y'all didn't hear me say that whole spiel. Thank God y'all didn't hear me. Can you hear me now? Y'all can hear me now, right? Oh my God. Psych. Y'all probably didn't want to hear that anyway. I was just complaining. So, y'all have such a great sense of humor. Kathy with the clown. That's right. Okay, so welcome everyone. I was saying, how does my hair? What is going on with me? We have a heat wave coming. So today I'm able because it's not too hot, but today I'm able to get on today. I mean during the daytime, but for the next couple of ones, it's probably not going to be till late at night. This is just to let you guys know, or early in the morning, and you might not be awake. Rebecca might be awake. Morag might be awake. Some of you guys might be awake, but it's going to be either really, really early or really, really late that I'm going to get on next. Okay. So let's start it over again. Welcome, everyone. My name is Cindy. I am a psychic medium. You can find me at Simply Cindy. Uh, I have a whole bunch of tools in my basket. To name them all would make this intro about 10 minutes. I am not kidding when I say that. I'm on the late shift this week, so I'll be awake. Okay, perfect. So I do things like hypnosis, healing energy. I'm an herbalist. I mean, you name it, I do it. I've done it. I may even like this is so weird. I was like, God, I have so I'm practitioners in a lot of things, and I don't even use them yet, or I will use them eventually. I think I just incorporated into my spiritual work. So it's kind of good to know these things so that when I'm speaking to somebody that sees me in private session, I can just pull from my bag, right? So that's a little bit about me. I have been releasing videos because we got to talk about what it was like to be a medium all your life, a little bit about, and I gave you guys some stories. So I have been releasing those in the last couple of days so that we can get into that energy when we come here today. So we have a beautiful group of people. I know all of these people. Keyshawn is somebody that we have known for a long time from when I left before. I back. I'm glad she found me. I am so glad. It brings me so much joy when people that I've known back then are finding me because remember, Pluto went through my 11th house. I cleared my 11th house. So whoever I attract now, we're in a very different place, and it's a very good place. We have worked hard to get here. Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. So Kathy's one of the 6 Kathys that we have. Kathy, Mom Otto is Kathy. Tina Smith, I think you're one as well. I know Mindful Mind is. And as people find us, that's why I was asking you guys to give me hearts because the further we can go out, people will find us that need to find us, right? So, um, that's kind of all I wanted to say. How is everyone doing? Have you guys started getting your opportunities, your gifts, and things to come? We have like the full month is open for that, right? I'm about to leave, but can I have a reading, Cindy? Running to the store. Yeah, I'm honored to be one of yours, Kathy. Oh, I'm honored that you're part of us. Okay, Keyshawn, it's an energy reading. Um, don't know if it's going to be quick or not. It kind of depends on your people, your higher self. So, what's your question? We'll do Keyshawn real quick. Hearts disappeared. That's so weird. We're still in retrograde. Remember? I mean the shadow. I mean Mercury isn't retrograde, but we're still in the shadow. So I'm pushing hearts. If y'all could push hearts while we're talking. And here's the thing. I know that when my higher self starts talking and I start channeling, whether it's from my higher self or whether it's from your loved ones, I know y'all tend to be really the word that y'all have told me is mesmerized, but I need y'all to engage, okay? Because we're still trying to like get this out, right? So there'll be a time where there'll be other people that will do this for us, but for right now, we have to do it. Just any message that you can pick up on. Uh, oh. So you just want a general. Keisha, you've really worked on a lot of things because I'm feeling like a very different energy. Um, so I feel like you've worked really hard on yourself, but I feel like you just don't think that things are coming fast enough. But you have enough faith that it doesn't bother you, but it's almost like you want it's not like a clue. You would like some more physicalness, but it's almost like you're too embarrassed to ask for it because you and the universe, so it's like you and the universe are besties and you don't want to offend the universe, and you feel like you'd be asking too much because you're supposed to have more faith. Does that make sense? Am I in your energy? Yep, I love you, always on point. Thank you. Well, I'm on point because you allow me in your energy, right? Because we love each other. See. Hmm. So then you have the issue, yeah, financially. So I will say that you are getting something this month. We're in September, right? Yeah, this month. Um, so part of what you need to work on is um Keyshawn, are you still asking the universe for stuff instead of telling the universe that that's what you want right now? Is this what we're doing? I know you haven't been back with me, so I don't know that you've seen my other ones recently, but I said y'all need to be very direct with that universe like I do. I'm like, show me that now. You want me to do this? If my higher self and this is my path, show me this now. Like, you don't need to be mean. I've been demanding and getting up when okay, good, good. Oh, this is so because you're doing the work, you've done the work, and you're just not getting the results. Okay, so first of all, yeah, good. Because I kind of think, I feel like that's what you should have been working on, and you did. They're telling me the story of, like, this is where she's come from. Um, Second thing is, because we're in the universe, in this universe, on this dimension, and we have timing, and it's not just your soul, it's other souls and relationships that you want with you for this time, right now, right? I'm not saying this will always be this way, but I'm saying that this is the way it is right now. A lot of us have been waiting. We are in retrograde season as the things loosen up, as the universe or the planet has given you one more shot to think about how you believe, what you believe. We've been talking about unmasking because that's the popular way to say it now. It's unmasking. Like, if you watch my other videos, I talk about what Saturn's helping us understand in Pisces, right? If you have access to the whole beyond this universe, and you understand that it is everything, right? Like, you can access that, but you have to access it in time and space. You have to understand, the part of the accessing is to know, okay, this is what I want now. But then you have to say, well, why do I want that? Do I want that because that's what I was told that I wanted? That's the way the system works? That's the way life is supposed to be because that's the way my parents did it. That's the way the job does it. Like, we're learning to, Saturn in Pisces is helping us understand what we believe in. And it's two things: what we believe in, not what we were told to believe in, not what's in our DNA from our past line, from our past people, from our ancestors to believe in, but what we believe in. What do I see from my own experiences and from things that I don't understand why I know these things? That's your other identities from your other lives, right? That's one thing. The other thing too is you can't see it right now because He's asking us to have faith in ourselves. We all, and I talked about this on the last slide, we all have these abilities. Everyone's ability is developed different ability. You all have different abilities that are developed that you're really good at. Either you dream and you know that's how your prophecy comes through your dreams. Either you just know something, either you can see it, either you have abilities, right? And they're developed. This isn't something you have to develop. This is something you know, right? And right now, those aren't working when it's towards you. So you can still help other people, but when it comes to your knowing, like I know I need to make this decision because I've always done it this way. I can sense it. That's the way I go. Or I dreamt about it. That's the way I go. Or I'm waiting for the sign that I usually get. That's the way I go. But I'm not getting those signs, and I'm a little frustrated because I'm not getting those signs. It's because you wanted to, at this point, all of us have wanted to grow that part of our soul that's from our point of view and in these terms would be called lacking. Like that's part of the soul that is lacking to be an expert yet. That makes sense? Because you because you have these abilities developed, you have never had to have faith in yourself that way. You have always known, and other people have to have faith, but you don't have to have, you usually didn't have to have faith. You are now evolving that faith in yourself. So that's why it's going to take you having faith, because if you know the things, or if the things come to you psychically, or because you get a message from the other side, or because you dream about it, or whatever, that's not faith in yourself. That's like, well, I was told, or I know, or blah, blah, blah. You have to not see it to be able to develop this faith. Does that make sense to everyone? Hi, everyone. Hi, Cindy. Was just watching your new moon video. Oh, great, Dot. Co Foothills. Hi, Cindy. Hope you had a nice holiday weekend. I did. I did work, but I love to work when I'm doing this work. So, but I had a great holiday. So does that make sense, Keyshawn? The whole part is that what I'm seeing is that you're doing it right. You're just questioning why you hadn't been able to see these things, or why. But the thing is you wouldn't ask the question because you feel like I should. So you're in the right spot because you felt like, I have a good relationship with the universe. I don't want to question it, right? But your other side is like, yeah, but we really want to know, or we'd like to know that we're doing it in the right way, or, any of that. Does that make sense, Keyshawn? And that's why they had me go through this whole explanation because right now we have to have faith in ourselves. You don't have to have faith in anybody else. You're good at having faith in other people. You're good at being the cheerleader. You're good at when somebody's down, you pick them back up. Right now it's about having faith in yourself. That's the thing that is not developed. Does that make sense to you? So just know you're in the right place. You are developing that faith, and I do see you getting some things this month. Yeah, financially. So I'm seeing financially. I'm saying that financially you'll be in a really good position in about 4 months. It begins to clear up this month, and then you begin to get a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And can you tell me, Keyshawn, are you a Gemini? I hope she's still here. I know she said she was going to the store. Well, I'm gonna leave that there. So, yeah, because I think she went. So, anybody else have any questions? Have y'all been getting stuff? I don't want to interrupt your speaking because I like hearing what you got to say, but I may have a reading at some point if you get the time. Yeah, you want to go ahead and ask me a question? Are you talking about reading right now? Like, Yeah. Ask your question, Rebecca. Okay. Yeah. And your energy is really easy to get into. Okay. Let Rebecca go first and then you can go next, mindful. Thank you for being so mindful. Yeah, Coat Foothills. I won't say any downloads. I'll just say yes when I go in there and see it. Yes. It probably means the same thing. Struggling to word this. I'm trying to figure out how to order my life. Any guidance? Yeah, you right now are trying to figure out the balance of, and we've talked about this before, the balance of you really wanting to do what you want to do the way that you want to do it, but your society or the way that you were brought up doesn't really allow you. I mean, they allow you, but then you know what they're thinking. And that puts too much pressure on you, and you'd just rather not have that. That makes sense, right? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what you mean by to order my life? I'm desperate to travel, but I just got this. Oh, the career. Okay, opportunity. And then also, I want to start a family. I just have no idea how to make it fit. Okay. Mm, you know what, Rebecca? Why are you trying to do it all at once? Because you just got this career, right? And I know you want to travel. And we'll talk about the family in just a little bit, but you just got this career. You don't even know all of the amazing things that can happen yet. And it's like, okay, I got this. I'm happy. Now to the next thing. Now I want to do this. And to the next thing. And I want to do this. It's almost like you're trying to, it's almost acting like a type A where you're just like goal oriented. And you get the goal and you go to the next one. You get the goal, you go to the next one, right? It's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, of your career. And I'm not giving you a timeline or anything. I'm just saying enjoying what you have right now. Remember I talked about we want to be out there. We're so used to trying to make things happen. We're out there, but we need to be right here, right? And I see, and the reason I say this is because when you're right here and you've already told the universe these things that I want, you're going to see the opening. It is not going to be a mistake where you're like, should I travel first or should I have children first or should I have, what do I do? Right? I am saying that a way will open up automatically. And I feel this with you, especially. There are some things that you have yet to experience of this new career that's fantastic, that you love, that you're beginning to like really settle into. And then you'll see that travel is going to come with that. And then you'll see that once you've done that part, that all of a sudden, without even trying, you're going to have children. Does that make sense? I think you're trying to push it. And I think you're trying to push it because you want to make sure that you accomplish all those things that you kind of see right there. That's very reassuring. You're right about the restlessness. I do feel immense responsibility to make it all happen. I'm worried that something will pop out, throw me off the path. Nope. Ari saves lives. Thank you for buying me coffee. You were such a sweetheart. I love you so much. Um, I just want to thank you for thinking of me and doing that. It helps keep my channel going. It helps keep me going. Thank you. I appreciate you. Your fire sign reading was on point for me. That is totally new for me to just have things happen for me. Right? But remember, you've worked hard all these years knowing me since you were 16, right? Working and working and doing and making sure and clearing and blah 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 da da da. And now that it's happening, remember when I used to tell you guys, if you get your wish now, you're not even know how to act in it. That's exactly what's happening to you. Is like I've worked so hard at getting it that I'm finally here and I'm afraid to lose it. And I'm afraid that it's not true when it's totally true. Now is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. You've already called out to the universe. You're very, very good because you've been training for 10 years to call out to the universe and make your path happen. And you've done all of the work. It's just like Keyshawn was saying, I've done all the work. It's almost like being in the same spot. We've done all the work, but where's the gifts? They're coming. They're already started. That's why I was asking you guys, are any of you getting the gifts? I'm already receiving the gifts too. Are any of you guys receiving the gifts? Have things started happening? Have opportunities come for you guys? Everyone say hi to Aries Saves Lives. Aries, we have Kathy, we have Dot, we have everybody here. Rebecca, you know everybody. We have Meh. I love that name. Uh, Kathy has been with us for a long time too. We don't always get to see her lately. Yes, feeling in the flow. I know it's hard for us because we have been so focused for so many years to try to make the way for ourselves, right? We're in that time now where of the way being made, we're in it, right? We have to be in the now. That makes sense. Thank you. That's good reassurance. I'll try and get used to this relaxing and receiving things. Perfect. I know, love man too. Man. Uh, okay, who's next? Mindful. Mindful next. Do you see how much better my brain works as we're getting out of the shadow of Mercury? Oh, baby angel. Hi, Cindy. May I ask when will yeah, give me just a second, baby. Angel, my darling, let me do mindful first, okay? My husband is having an affair. He is confused and he doesn't know what he wants. I really want to save my marriage. I still love him. And we have two children together. I'm so sorry that you're going through that, mindful. What is your question? I know. I'm happy you caught me live too. I'm happy the whole gang's here. Like everybody's here. That's awesome. Mindful. Do you have a specific question? He hasn't lied to you with the affair. Like he's telling you how he really feels. I know, right, Aries? It's awesome. It's so awesome to have this energy. Y'all don't understand how powerful y'all are. Like you don't understand the healing y'all are doing without even knowing y'all are doing the healing. That's how power. Yeah, y'all are really powerful. Y'all don't understand. Will he end the affair and work on our marriage? Will he? No, he won't end the affair now. He's not going to. So far, he's telling you the truth. And what I'm getting is that if he's pushed, he will begin to lie. He is trying. It's so weird how he sees this. He's trying to see his integrity in the whole thing of like confessing, right? Or did he confess or did you find out? I'm feeling a little bit of both. Um, that's so funny. I just had a reading earlier with this feeling of It's like he's trying to make it okay that he did what he did. And so now he's trying to have the integrity, right? But I do feel like he's more of a self. So there's nothing wrong with we as humans being self-preservationist. I don't even know if that's a word. To self-preserve, right? To keep ourselves protected. His ego is so inflated right now that he's not making good decisions. I do see that eventually, if he continues this with her or him, whatever it is, that it goes wrong, and then he'll be in a space where and even then, it's self preservation. It's more of a desperation, right? So, yeah, will eventually he come back? Sure. Yeah, I feel like he thinks the grass is greener on the other side right now. I'm so sorry. I hope that ends. I mean, I hope that helps. I was reading your word that said, will he end the affair? I feel like if he tells you he ends the affair, he tries to, and it doesn't happen. Yeah, I wish I had better news. I'm sorry. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm sending you lots of clarity and some healing in your heart and some alignment in your heart. I'm putting light all over you, and I want you to know this is not just your fault, right? Like I don't want you to carry the whole fault of I could have done better or be better because no, that's not true. Yeah. Okay. Now, Baby Angel, I think you're next, and then Dot, you can be after Baby Angel. Cindy, may I ask, when will the right person or life partner come into my life? It has been tough the past few years. I'm single now and free. I'm not even going to look at cards. I'm not going to look at astrology because your higher self is like, you don't need to look at that. I can tell you. She's going to get a surprise in the next 6 months. Oh. So I think you're going to be starting something in the next 6 months. I see in four that you meet. Yeah, I see in four that you meet. You are so welcome. Okay, Tina Smith. Sorry. Whoever's next. Tina. You go ahead, Tina. Sorry. And Aries, if you have a question too, be sure to put yourself in there. Yeah, Kathy's really good. Kathy's been with me forever and she's really good. She's a moderator, so she's really good at putting a line to everything. You're welcome. You're welcome, sweetheart. So yeah, you got someone coming. For some reason, I'm feeling like you're. So it's like you want somebody, but you're reluctant. You're reluctant to open your heart. I wouldn't say reluctant. Maybe a little scared to open your heart, baby angel. You got to trust yourself that you know what you're doing. Okay, you're gonna have some really good love coming. It's about time too. Okay, general vibe check is cool. Thank you. You are so welcome. Huh. Tina. Please don't take offense when I say this because I want to be kind of like I think oh that would be so cool to be that. So I'm gonna say, are you one of those ladies that are kind of like how do I say this? It's not um like you're one of those people that would like make a comedy out of sitting on your porch and watching the neighbors and like making up a story. And like, do you do that? I'm picking that up. Yes, yes. I want to be like that. I love that. That's like, yeah. And then you would like, I wouldn't doubt it if you go as far as like filming and then just like putting the story together and like this person did that, watch that person do that. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I'm just making sure I got the right energy. That is awesome. I love it. I want to go sit on the porch with you. I want to go sit on the porch with you. I think all these ladies sitting on the porch with us, we should have tea time on the porch. Um, okay, let's see. I think you have a really good view of life, not to take it so seriously. I think you may feel a little lost because, oh no, it's feeling a little guilty that you're not as lost as you think that people are lately. I don't even know if you consciously thought about this, but I'm feeling it like I don't seem to be doing so bad and like shouldn't I be doing something else or shouldn't I be doing something better or shouldn't I? Like it's almost a little bit of this guilt. Um, I will tell you that you've been lost or flighty. Yeah, I will tell you that you've been through a lot. So here's the thing. I don't ever want to take anything away from any of your, all of you, of your pain, because you women, this group, y'all are, I almost cursed. Well, I guess I can curse. Y'all have been through fucking hell and back. Y'all have danced with the devil and told that motherfucker, I rule this bitch now. Like, I don't know why I said it that way, but that's the way it's coming in. Like, you are not afraid. You are not afraid. You're not a fucking joke. People know this about you, right? So let me say this. I'm explaining this group. When I look at Tina, she's done this a couple of times in a couple of lives. Like, she is a badass. Okay? So, like, this is her time to have gotten through that and still, this is how wise she is that she still is, has comedy in her life, that she still sees humor. That's wisdom. Okay? Bring it, been there. Yes, but you haven't just done it in this life, you've done it in others. Like, you're a badass. And I'm not saying that we all haven't. I'm just saying when I look at her specifically, her higher self is like, this is not the only life. She's a badass. Like, the fact that you can go to hell, dance with that devil, come out and still laugh and still say, I own this bitch and kick the devil out, that's a badass. Okay. So I'm trying to help you understand that you are not flighty or lost. You know exactly what you're doing. I don't want you to have remorse because you see others struggling so much that you think you must to be able to mean something. Does that make sense to you, Tina? You need to come to peace with the fact that you do get rewarded in this life and keep your heart open and keep that humor going. Does that make sense, Tina? Like, yeah, I don't even know why I explained it that way, but that's the way your higher self had me explain it. And again, I do not want to take away anything from this group because y'all are bad. I was just thinking this the other day. I was like, I'd fucking go to war with every one of these ladies to have my back. Every one of you. Yes, but why do I not feel worthy? That is part of the, again, I mean, this is a deeper thing. I can't just tell you in one sentence or a couple sentences. That's why I'm having to describe all of this to you from your higher self. You don't feel worthy because you had to work so hard. And it's not just in this life, it's other lives. And so there's a habit of, I must do more. I'm not enough. And that, my dear, is what you're having to transmute and change from your, because it's not just you, it's your family line too. That makes sense? So you need to work on, like, that's why I mean, don't feel guilty, don't feel like you must work harder, don't feel like you are so much more worthy than you know. But I can tell you all day this, I can tell you different times this, but until you understand that, and I can't do that here in 5 minutes either. Like, we'd really have to work. If you want to come see me, you're welcome to. So I need to take a chill pill. Yeah, no, don't change your personality. Exactly. You have permission to relax now. That's a better way to say it. And although most of us are like, can we fucking relax? When we do relax, we don't know how to relax, right? So that in itself is a lesson. You have to like learn to be in your now. You have, and by, it's like when I used to say, if you're going to call off work, don't be thinking about work and how guilty you feel because you called off work all day. You're missing the point, right? Like if you call off work, let work go. You'll see it tomorrow, right? It's like that. It's like now you're in a place where you can just be. And you're so wise that when something comes, you know how to handle it. And then you can just be again. You know what I mean? Okay. I hope that helps. Okay, who's next? Who was next? I think it's Dot. Tell my, if your husband listened, then he'd be boring and you get rid of him. There's somebody else here like that too. Could I ask about chronic cough? Oh, Angel is next. Okay. Baby Angel, you're next. And then Dot. You're so welcome. Tina says, thank you, my love. You're so welcome, Tina. Wait, didn't I do Baby Angel already? No, I did not. That's okay. You didn't do it on purpose, Dot. But thank you for saying sorry. But I thought I did her. Did I do her? Let me look back. Yeah, I did her. I did Baby Angel already. So I did. Okay. So Dot. You were correct, Dot. See? Could I ask about a chronic cough that my boyfriend has, and if there's any advice for him? So your boyfriend has an issue with not being able to balance the way that he says things. So his chakra. Yeah. It's almost like when he gets angry, he gets very quiet, doesn't say what he should, and then when he does, he'll explode, or he can kid people too much and offend them, or like it's not balanced, okay? And so with the coughing, that's a symptom of like you really need to know your truth and work on being better. That's the emotional and the psychological part. Okay. Perfect. She said it sounds like him. Perfect. Because that's what I'm seeing. He's not balanced. He's either really quiet or he will fucking attack and hurt. Right. And remember how I was saying like the Virgo when I was younger, I was very critical. And as Virgos live lives and get older, right? Wise souls, that we learn how to like curtail a soft landing. Like we don't have to say it so harshly, right? So he needs to practice in that. He needs to get better about, and it stems from because he was never heard. He figured he had to say things loud to get heard. He was never justified. People didn't take him seriously. Like there's reasons. I'm seeing reasons, right? I think he's a Virgo moon. Perfect. Okay. So I don't know if he understands energy and whatever, right? But he needs to balance his chakra. He's got a chakra here where he can just think and balance, like see it in his head where as I put my hand here, I am balancing the chakra to be, I'm bringing that light here so that it's balanced, right? He can do it that way. Then there's some other things that he needs to take. I can tell you guys my herb shop is starting to get, like, I'm starting to make, I'm going to be making a lot of stuff because a lot of my clients are needing herbs. But if you don't want to wait for my thing, if I were him, remember how I have to say this, and I were needing to be validated and understood that my, that my chakra is out of whack, I would take rose hip syrup. Okay. Yeah. So he needs rose hip syrup. And if you can find some lotion that's rose. Now, I'm going to be making all that stuff, but if that was happening to me, that's what I would use. Okay. Rose hip syrup is so good. And I'm going to be making some, and I'm going to make that available to you guys because I've got rose hip, rose, and elderberry syrup that I'm making. So, all that's coming soon. Yeah. That's what he's needing. He needs to be validated. I mean, there's a reason that he does what he does. It's not without reason, right? And so if we want to like really balance that, he needs to be heard, but now he doesn't have good ways to be heard. He doesn't have that in practice now because he had to like overdo it, right? Amazing. That's great to hear. Love everything Rose and Rosehip. Yes. Thank you so much, Cindy. It doesn't help that we're both stubborn. Yeah. Nah. I think you both made yourself stubborn on purpose because otherwise you would manipulate, and that's not who you are. That makes sense? Exactly. Okay, who's next? Kathy. Kathy, do you want? Because I think we've done everybody. Kathy. Perfect. Roger that. um, you are so welcome, Dot. Thank you. Thank every one of you guys for coming in here, for showing me love, for giving me hearts, for sharing, for liking, for all of that. Ari Saved Lives, are you still here? Because I want to show her, and I'm going to show you guys where we're at. I wanted to ask about my phone. Okay. Ask away. I'm going to show you guys where we're at. So I don't know if y'all can see this. If Aries Saves Lives and all of you guys that have been helping me, that have been rewatching and watching my videos and liking and commenting and making them engaged and all the things that you are to do when you want to help me, I want to thank every one of you. That's the way that we're going to help this make this channel grow. Where again, there are people that are looking for us. I just had an email of someone who was saddened that they couldn't find me and had been looking for me ever since I got off, and like was crying because they actually found me. And so I'm going to see them next week. But it's like people like that who just are really part of our soul group and need help, right? Or think they need help. They just need a little guidance. Does that make sense? Okay. 6 minutes ahead of time, and no one. Have you been messing with time? Hold on just a second. So, Aries Saves Lives. Look where we're at, guys. Can y'all see that? It's 28:37. 28:37. Okay. So this is my eligibility as to when I can start the membership. And this has been going on now for 2.5 weeks. So we went from 2,200 when I first started to 28:37 is what my watch time hours are now. Now, I was told, and I kind of saw too, where if you have 3,000 watch time hours, they'll open that up to you to get memberships. So as soon as we have the 3,000, and I think we're really close, I can open it up to the membership that I've been talking about, and it will be $6. It's not going to be, it'll be $6 monthly. There'll be tiers. So if obviously, but the lowest will be $6, and that's where you'll have the tarot readings and stuff. So thank you so much to all of you guys who like, who comment, who engage, who talk to other people on the comments, who share, who join every time that I get on, who make sure, even if it's in the middle of the night, they come in and say hi. I just want to thank you. So, yeah, it is you. That's why I was asking, are you playing with time? Well, Kathy, no, because I'm thinking of which. Because I almost saw which in that space too. Kathy, have you been playing like in meditations? Because have I seen you in private? I have seen you in private, right? Like, I mean, in the last 2 weeks, where you were one of the Kathys, right? Yeah. I almost want to say that's how much baggage you release. Have you? I'm feeling like you're practicing your magic. Are you practicing your magic? We'll just call it that. We'll just call it the magic, right? I feel like you're doing some stuff in meditation. I feel like you're doing some stuff in meditation, or like maybe when you're zoning out, or but then I feel like you know, but then I feel like you want it validated, right? Like you know what this is. Does that make sense, Kathy? Like I almost feel like you're asking me the question in this way, and then it's like I'm just gonna see if she says what I think it is. Still here. That's funny. I will now. Oh, I do zone. Okay. Yeah, zoning. And I feel like when you're zoning, you're like you're experimenting and you're not experimenting. You're training yourself. That's so interesting. That's funny. I will now. Oh, I do zone. Yeah, I feel like you're training when you're in there. I feel like you're really getting close to. I feel like let me make sure I say this correctly. We're always aware of our subconscious and our higher self, right? Some of us more than others. I feel like she's getting closer. She's never been apart, though. We never have been apart. But the way to say it would be she's becoming more aware of her higher self. Here's another way I can explain it. I hope y'all understand. It's like me when I'm talking to you, but talking to your loved ones and talking to your angels and talking to your guides and having all these other conversations, but you think it's just me and maybe another if I look to the side. Does that make sense? It's like all these background conversations that y'all don't see and that you're not fully aware of all the time. Does that make sense? It's like you're becoming more aware of that. And because I feel like you're following instructions about what how you should be training this part, whatever this is. That makes sense? She said yes, yes, yes. Okay. So yes, it is what you think it is. When you're ready to talk about it and tell everybody about it because you've accomplished it or you've accomplished part of it, then I cannot wait because it's going to be cool. Yeah, it's really cool what I'm seeing. And it's funny because she's getting instruction from her higher self. But it's not a like, oh, you said this, so I have to do. It's like it's really easy in the background when she zones. I know, I can't wait to hear it either because I'm seeing some cool stuff. Yay. That's awesome. Yeah, so all of you that are wanting hypnosis that I've been talking to in the last couple of weeks about this, I will be emailing you with it this week. I'll be emailing you this week. That's part of what I have on my list to do. Uh, she said, "Damn, I'm good. You are good." I told y'all. Y'all are all badass. Y'all are all badass. I don't even care if I get dinged for. Okay, I gotta be good, but I do care. But you know what I mean. I'm gonna keep cussing because that's the way it is. She said that's me. Yeah, y'all are all that way. I'll keep an eye on your videos for more info on the solar flash. So the solar flash on the in 2027. So this is that sticky area, Cofoot Hills. You guys all know I have stuff to get through too, right? Like I have stuff I got to evolve to, right? And so y'all know Y'all know my belief system about if I tell the future, am I helping it come about? Because we are so, especially this group, is so powerful that you can manifest it just because we're talking about it, right? Does that make sense? And so 2027 is like, I'm trying to see if I can talk about it. Um so let me see if I can say this. You have nothing to fear. Let me see if I can start there. Okay? You have nothing to fear. In the back of all of our minds, subconscious, in our heart, deep in there. I don't care how many times, and we are all older and we're all in the boomer, Generation X, millennial era, right? Zennial, Zoomer, whatever. All that era, right? Especially Gen X, but all the other ones too were brought up with the apocalypse hanging over our head. Always be prepared. We go under the desk in elementary school because we could have nuclear war, blah, 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 blah. That's been like ingrained in us all our life, right? Not one time. And I think if y'all search, it's probably within you too. Not one time did I ever fear or think they're really going to be able to do this. I've always, that has not changed. That is what I was told a long time ago when I was a child and things were put on us like that, right? Was that why would I make y'all to just destroy you? If it's unconditional love that I am, that we are, why would I allow you guys to destroy yourselves? Right? From my higher self, from God, from source, from the universe. We're not going to allow, our higher selves are not going to allow ourselves to destroy ourselves. Does that make sense? Now, that doesn't mean that we can't have some sort of where we're going to be short on food and we're going to be short on blah, 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 and we're going to be, now, because we're not, we do these things so that we can grow, so that we can become more resourceful, so that we can understand, so that we can work together, right? So the preparation is not bad, but there's no reason to fear that we are going to all of a sudden all be gone. Because what's the point, right? Like, we wanted to do this and be here and have these limitations and restrictions to understand how we can work from spirit and body and soul and mind. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope I'm explaining that and putting everything in there. If y'all could give me hearts to let me know that you... Okay. So, I've already said there is something coming in 2027. There is 2024 was the change. 2025, we've got a couple of things there that are really going to be like, ooh. 2026, at the end of 2026 and into 2027, this is what I could say so far for y'all, right? In end of 2026 into 2027, we're going to see some things that we're like, oh, that's it. But before then, we're going to be like, buckle up, buttercup, because it's time to show and be and do what we've all been prepared. I wouldn't even say us preparing ourselves, like been prepared to do. That makes sense? And again, I am being general, generic, and I don't want to be specific because we are really, really powerful. And that's with my ego and balance. It doesn't mean we're better than everybody else or not better. It has nothing to do with that. Just we're very powerful because we're aware, right? And so if I tell you details, you may go into the details, and us, the big group, which has already been proven, So you get enough consciousness onto something and it will manifest. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Yep. For sure, Mama Kathy. Love you too, Smith. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I hope that answers your question, Co Foothill. We got about, let's see, one, two. Depending on the way three goes, we might have four things. Okay. You're welcome, sweetheart. Just know I'm not trying to keep anything from us. Um, yeah, I'm not trying to keep anything from us. I'm more about like we're a powerful fucking group. I just told all you guys you're badasses. Like I seriously mean I can't just be telling y'all stuff and then y'all be thinking about it and manifesting it. Like we have a responsibility as well, okay, as a group, right? So as I can tell you, I will. So keep bringing up the question because it's not until I go in there and then I'm guided to yes, you can say this, no, you can't say that. May really think about saying that to them. It's kind of like that. Okay, so I don't mind you guys bringing up those questions because it allows me to go in there as you ask the questions. Okay, not that I can't go in there on my own. It's just that I don't. So when somebody asks me, I can go in and check and see if it's changed. Just like the election where I said I don't see an election. I'm kind of feeling a little bit. I don't even know how to describe this. I still don't see an election, but I see some energy in that part. Does that make sense to everybody? I feel like some weight in there now where I didn't feel any at all. Okay. Remember, I said if it changes, I'll let you guys know. It's changed a little. I can tell you this about Trump. He's not, and that doesn't mean that he won't lose the election. What I'm saying is that if you look at this man's chart, former President Trump, it doesn't matter if he fails, he will get back up, and he's got the universe's support to get him back up. Okay. Oh, I believe there will be plenty of energy released in November. Yeah. Yeah. This man, he can be knocked down and all he does, he's like the Kraken. Like all he does is become better. It's just it's his life. It's the way that I saw it when I saw his chart years ago. And the only reason I did it was because somebody asked me about him. And when I looked at his chart, I see that this man did the wrong thing in other lives and he's come back to correct it in the political world and in the business world. That's what I can tell you about him. I have to look at his chart again and see if I see something different because I haven't looked at his chart. Probably what, a month ago or whatever when I went and looked in there. But I really didn't like look at his chart. I was just looking at where his transits and stuff were. Does that make sense? But I can tell you, knock that man down, do that man dirty, and he's going to come back 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times better. Just how it is. Whether you like him or not, just how it is. That's his path. Now, I'm not saying he's a good person or a bad person. He did some bad things in his other lives. I saw that in his chart. And I was being channeled that, right? Yeah. And I don't know if y'all want me to make comments about Kamala. Um, I could make a comment about Kamala that y'all may not like it. Because again, I think they're all wrong. So, doesn't matter. We can all be shitty. Yeah, absolutely. We've all in other lives, different lives, and maybe even in this one, been the good guy, the bad guy, the no guy, the whatever. Right? We've done all sides because we're trying to grow and understand. Right? Um, but yeah, I can tell you what I heard when I first heard that Kamala was. I don't remember if she said it and I heard it, or if I don't remember where I first heard it that she was going to be um, on the ticket, right? But I heard loudly as soon as I heard her name. I heard she's the Patsy. That's what I. That's all I can say. That's what I heard. And then when I go and feel, she's just not even relevant. I don't feel anything. And I think that's coming to pass already. Like y'all can, I think y'all can kind of see it. I don't really keep up with it, all of it, but anything you want to share with us, Cindy? Okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I heard very loudly. I don't know if it was a guide. I have no idea who this was, but I heard very loudly when I either heard her say she was thankful to be on the ticket or whatever she said. I don't even, honestly, I don't. I remember hearing her or hearing somebody say it about her. And it was like, I heard that. And then all of a sudden, this big, loud voice said, she's the Patsy. That's what I heard. So, and then when later people were asking me, I go and look at her energy. She's not relevant. She's non-relevant. Like it's not going to matter. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can say about that. So take what you will from that. But I know some of you guys are interested in that stuff. And you're part of our group and you matter. And so if I can go in there and look for you, I'll go in there and look for you. It's not a big deal to me. I already know things are going to work out. I already know. Like it doesn't matter how we play this out. I'm prepared if it goes wrong. I'm prepared if it goes right. And this group is, we're all getting each other prepared and all going to be there for each other, whichever way it goes. So it doesn't matter. Can you read pet energy? Yes. I just said that on my last live because somebody had asked me about pets. I can read any energy. I don't know an energy that I can't read. It's just a frequency, and you can think of me as an antenna, like a radio dial, or like I don't know, like a meter that can read the energy, right? It's just a frequency, and with the frequency, depending. So I will say that your pets, though, are animals, because the way that they communicate, everybody communicates. It's not just through words, right? And so I will notice that when your pets are alive, they show me pictures, right? It's not a language. When your pets are alive and I can talk to them, they show me pictures, right? Um, on the other side, they can do both, right? But on this side, they show me pictures. Does that make sense? Will Kevin become a lap cat? Who's is Kevin a cat already, or is Kevin a human that you want to become a cat? Is he your cat? So he is a cat, right? That's what you said? He is a cat. We found him. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's so happy. He's actually relieved. Does he come to you at night too? Do y'all let him in the house? He's just young and wild. I know, but does he come to you at night? Like, because I see him really soft at night, coming and almost like looking at your face while you're asleep, but like right there on you. No, I think eventually he'll settle down. He's just so happy and relieved. Yes, he is free to come in and out, and yes, he comes next to me. Yeah, I see him like very like he doesn't know the words, but it's almost like thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Like he feels relieved. But he's such a kid and I wouldn't know I wouldn't think that he even knew what was going on, but it's like he knew. And he feels so relieved. Does that make sense? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But Dot, he came here to lighten you too. He came here to help you open your heart back up. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to tell you, he came here. So when I say he came here to open you back up your heart, he's going to mess with you. Because I see you like getting so upset with him about something, but then laughing it off and like, I can't get upset about it. And then you kind of soften it. And you're like, no, I'm going to have these strict rules. This is the way it's going to be. Right? Yes, he is already doing that. Yeah, I see him. I see he's come to open your heart. He's doing that on purpose because he knows he's come to open your heart. So it's like you need to be challenged with, okay, you're too strict. You need to calm down. Like that's him basically saying that to you. We don't need all these rules. That's unnecessary. Watch what I can do. Watch what I can do. Yeah, that's perfect. He's come to open your heart back up. You're blessed, he's blessed. But he loves you already. I don't know where you got him from, but he feels relieved. Yes, and he is so respectful. Same time, not a bratty cat. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna push your. When he pushes your buttons, no, it's on purpose. Just know it, because he's doing it on purpose. We found him by the bins. Yeah, wow, because like it's weird that he's a kitten, but he knew what was going on. Like he feels relieved. He's appreciative that he's there. But if you would think a kitten wouldn't know any of that, but he does. Someone kicked him out. He's just relieved and so happy. And he found his purpose, right? She said, "Oh, Kevin Chan, I love you so much." Yeah. That's how so what she just wrote, you guys, that's what I see her doing. Where she gets mad at him and then she's like, "Oh, but I love you. It's okay. It's okay." Ooh, that's funny. Exactly. Okay, so I think I've answered everyone's questions. I want to thank you guys for being here. Kathy, I am so glad that you were able to show up, Kathy Valle. I know that there's other Kathys that are going to see this. I love and miss you guys too, but we'll see each other in the next one. You made me laugh and loved. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that we all do. I hope that we all do that for each other, right? I know to some this is really weird. Yeah, because this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that in the past people wanted groups like this, but they weren't willing to put in the work. And it was kind of fake to have groups like this because they didn't have the integrity and they didn't really come from the places that you guys came from, right? We, all of us, have attracted this group, and that's the difference. We're not any better. We're not any worse than any other groups that's going to form. What I'm saying is that we are the open book and what we say we mean. And because we're such all warriors, not only in this life, but in other lives, we just are those things. So I know when people see us or see this video, they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people, and that's okay because those aren't the people we want anyway. We want those people that do have the background that we have, that have come from, that are independent, that have never leaned on anyone, that do have abilities and look weird and look strange and act strange and don't do what everybody says. That's just who we are, right? So just know if you find this weird and strange, yeah, we're probably not for you. And that's okay. You probably couldn't take us. We just don't want that energy around. I'm not saying that we can't come to terms with those energies and work with those energies. We've done that all our lives. What I'm saying is that if this feels too weird for you and you feel like, then we're probably not the group for you, right? They have to pass on the vibe check, right? Exactly. So I love you, love you, love you. I thank you very, very much. I will see you guys soon. It is already starting to get warm again. I may go on early or really late or really early. for Thursdays and Saturdays because we do have a heat wave coming. So I've got to stay in the AC, and I don't want to turn it on while I'm doing this because of the mic. You'll be able to hear it all. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.